Commander.
So base commander has popped up.
Yay.
So, Kay, it's all you know.
Okay. So basically, we'll be going for two things. One is, these guys need to do the actual pickup for the colony
Okay.
to keep the cover. But I actually need to report in.
Report in. I like the way you put that. And he kind of gives you. So what I was asking before I got disconnected, by the way, is what nomenclature should he identify himself with you? What should he call you? Special agent, commander, lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
It's that Corellian accent.
What did the other ISB agent call himself?
Special agent.
Okay, we'll work with that.
The code name special agent in that I don't want to tell you what my rank really is because it could be lesser than yours. So he basically, so special agent, what is he referring to you as?
We're working with
You can just say special agent J.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Basically, whatever name
Special
he
Agent
would like
K.
you to refer to you, because K could be too close.
well, I want to use
The name of the guy that you have the credentials from?
right.
Okay.
Is that guy well known?
No, he's one of those one of a dozen ISB agents trying to, cut the throats of the other ISB agents.
Okay.
It's that whole underclass of agents that are willing to frag others to get to their position.
That's what the Empire teaches you.
Yeah.
Kind of like the old Roman system. There's only one emperor. Well, right now.
Special Agent Humperdinck.
Humperdinck.
And here's Commodore Zan. He's you can just call me Zan. I respect the ISB agents and everything they do to protect the Empire. As you kind of see a little bit of sweat when he says ISB. Because, think about it. They're the Nazi secret police,
Mhm.
Nobody
Yep.
likes the ISB because they make people disappear.
Yep, they talk and report people. Next thing you know, it's like, where'd they go?
I don't know, but there was a black bag found near the body, so don't ask questions. And he basically is wanting to know what he can do to facilitate the expedience of this visit.
Complain about them not noticing your message.
I need to use your communication column.
Very well, sir. We have a special office, and he basically is gesturing over to here, that you can use if you'd like to check in. As long as everything is looking all right at my facility, of course. And he gives you that kind of buddy-buddy look, like, right? Everything's cool here, right?
But why don't you show me around?
Very
Just
well,
so that
sir.
way I can put in that I personally saw everything was okay.
Very well, sir. Is there any refreshments or entertainment I can provide to your colleagues? And he kind of looks down his nose at the Doug and the Sullison.
Yeah.
Yo, do you know of any cool antique shops nearby?
Play
I look at
submissive.
him and just, you do not talk.
Ooh. And he kind of he gives you this look like, good job giving them the talking to. kind of walks you by here and he tells you that you can use this office, which is his personal office, but always available to any friends in the ISB. Puff chest, puff. This way is our armory, and of course, as he points to the armor, you see two stormtroopers that have immaculate armor that's polished probably 3 times a day because it's never been, scratched. And they kind of stand up a little taller, guarding this door that clearly says armory, with this big heavy-duty lock on it. And this way is our mechanics wing, where we have a few vehicles stored for need. If you need a vehicle, sir, by all means let me know and I will get it sent, registered to you for your visit here. As he basically pulls out his data pad and starts typing really, really fast. And
Yeah, tell him that we need the vehicle that we need.
What vehicle that you need? What vehicle are you telling him?
The cargo ship?
Oh, the shuttle?
The shuttle.
And he kind of he's looking you up on what vehicle you arrived on, and he's not managing to pull that up on computers, but he gives you this look when you say that you want his transport. He's like, well, I was referring to planetary-based vehicles such as a skiff if you needed one, sir. I don't know if I can have you requisition the shuttle.
Are you saying that you are not going to be cooperating with me?
Ooh.
Tell him because you've already had problems with his facility before and mentioned them not recognizing your codes coming in.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll give you a free upgrade for that, since you're dropping his incompetence of his staff. Now, are you doing negotiation or deception?
I'm doing deception.
Okay. Because that's going to be against his discipline. So go ahead and try to talk him into giving away his only shuttle. This will be interesting.
So just a reminder, so there's a supply depot in orbit, right?
Yeah, there's basically a transfer depot. It doesn't actually hold
Transfer.
things, it just moves things from one ship to another.
Yeah. You might reference it. We need that temporarily to go to the supply
Yeah.
spot.
Platform.
Especially since
Platform.
he just checked to see what vehicle you landed on, and that was his failure that he just rolled with the Triumph.
Yeah. So we need that for temporary transport with our escort of ships. So
We've got
Only
one
2
light
times of it.
side point. I'd like to use it, but I don't know if we should use our last one for this.
That's probably a good option for it right now.
Yeah, support that.
Because I got your upgrade in there. So you got 2 upgrades, 2 blues against his discipline. Lie away,
Okay.
my friend. Lie away.
Here we go.
I like how there's a long pause there.
Oh.
Okay, so he makes this vague reference of something about your father's new position. Congratulations on that. As that's what that Triumph was, is he got some information from your dossier. And I definitely would like to congratulate you for your father's new position. May it help you in your path to leadership amongst the ISP. But unfortunately, I can't let you commandeer the shuttle currently for it's currently planned to be used for another Imperial commander. At the moment. But you have a whole bunch of advantages. What would you like to use that for? Those are a lot of advantages.
Can I get the name of this commander? There might be a way that we could combine our trips.
The commander that's reserving the shuttle?
Yes.
Commander Varric. He should be arriving within the next 4 hours to borrow the shuttle.
Do I know any Commander Varrics? Can I have a data pad with like Imperial people, right?
You do?
Okay, is that a computer roll?
That would be a hard computer roll to come up with somebody on the fly, yeah.
Um,
As I just hit a dark side point. That way you're back on the board.
Oh, he's looking that up. Sorry, had to step away for a second. So what happened?
So Kay is trying to see if he can find anything out on the commander that's coming in a few hours to take the shuttle. So you
Yeah.
guys can go with him to split an Uber.
Hmm.
Totally sounds like the Imperial way to do things. You share your
Sure.
ride share, so you're using less Imperial resources.
Sure, yeah.
okay.
And what did you want with those 5 advantages, by the way?
Increase the value of goods and services. Increase.
Well, that's just in general for deception. You can totally make up
Right.
something.
So instead of asking for the ship, you could ask for some. Basically, like, all right, well, if you're not gonna give me the ship, then how about this?
Is there a secondary ship that we could have wanted?
Uh,
Since there were 2 shuttles.
There is the big Lambda shuttle, but if you're asking for just any old ship that you're willing to use something other than the already in the queue ship, there probably is another ship that he could arrange for you to use. As I'm flipping through the book for an Imperial junker.
Well, we need something. We need something that we can store all of these supplies that we're supposed to be taking out.
Ah, so you're needing a supply craft. Give me just a moment. And he whips out his little data pad and he starts typing. If you'd like, sir, while you use the facility, I could gladly see what I can scavenge up for you amongst either the seized vehicles or Imperial transport that we have available.
Good.
I would gladly do that for any friend of mine who's in the Imperial ISB, and whose father is so well placed amongst the leadership. And it's funny the way he keeps name dropping your dad. It almost makes you think maybe I should actually research who this guy's dad is.
Well, when I get home, that's definitely top of the list. On the other hand, I'm also going, okay, that's why he's incompetent and still alive.
So Daddy's got a nice spot in the Empire.
So I'm going to go off to the quarters.
Okay, to that office?
To that office. I'm going to look around and say, make sure nobody comes in.
Gladly.
And let's see, I've got my code breaker and my data spike. And let's start doing this thing.
Okay, so what does your data spike do as you're burning it up in his computer desk? And what specifically are you starting to hack over? Because the data spike will only be good for one of your hacks, and you have quite a few, I believe, that you're going to want to do.
Oh.
Unless you roll amazingly, get a triumph, so you can have some free extra stuff. So you're trying to hack into the manifest for the time and the place of the ship, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 purple and 2 blacks. Do you have anything that takes blacks away?
I thought that's what the data spike did. So
Well,
I've got
data spike's a one-time, like you
You put it
Okay,
in,
so
and
I've got
it
my
helps
data
hack,
breaker. I've got my data breaker
which will give you
that
2 blue.
adds 2 blue,
I got that in there for you.
and the data spike disables security programs. Reducing the computer check by 2.
Aha! That's what I was looking for, because I know it did something good. So basically, it's going to take a difficulty 3 down to a difficulty of 1.
Yeah, once per round may expend a data spike to attempt to disable a security program as a maneuver rather than an action, reducing difficulty of the computer check by 2 to a minimum of simple.
Yep, which is no dice.
Right.
So basically, it's now an easy roll with 2 black and 2 blue against your computers. Okay, so you're going to burn the data spike on that one. I mean, that is the mission. That's an important one to use it on. Okay, so go ahead and make your roll. As the first thing he's doing is remembering stay on point with the mission. There's a lot of extra things he'd like to have happen, but they may just happen if he rolls well on this roll.
And can you flip the light side too?
Oh, and let me get your upgrade for the light side. I did not catch that. Thank you for saying something. So go ahead and roll your computers, Kay. The whole mission is on your shoulders. And wow, the bad dice are really effective. So what would you like to use the advantage for?
Blue dice in your next computers.
That's really good.
Since it says uncover additional information, can I get one of my other queries solved?
I'll give you one of your other queries. So which one are you going for?
Oh.
Choices.
There's a list that I'm sure you have that's like 4 or 5 long.
Yeah. It's like, damn it, now I got to choose.
Why, yes, you can. So while you're thinking of your choice, let me pull up a quick little map, because yes, you did get the time, place, and location of the ship you're looking for, one that happens to be carrying a cargo of 16 photon torpedoes.
Nice.
As you see from the map that changed, this is your cargo ship. It's a nice handy-dandy cargo ship. It's a GX cargo hauler, covered with cargo units. The time and place is really convenient and handy for you. It will have an escort of 4 TIE fighters that basically clamp onto the outside, but they should be in flight formation in system. The PT is the 2 containers you're looking for that have the photon torpedoes, by the way, as I switch to the pointy tool. So you know it's in this cargo container are 8 of them, and this cargo container are 8 of them.
Then there's med supplies.
Then there's med supplies. Cargo is basically listed as miscellaneous cargo, so that could be like in Imperial's private stash that he doesn't want to tell anyone what it is. It could be, prostitutes, you never know. W are assorted weapons. They're just listed as weapons, cache, and a number, not telling you exactly what they are because the Imperials like to keep things close to the vest. The FS is food stuff. So most likely it's Imperial rations, unless some commander's sneaking fresh Nerf steaks. And E is listed as miscellaneous equipment. So it could be survival gear, it could be electronics, you're not quite sure.
What's the slurry?
That's supply. The P's came out very, very RE. So basically assorted supplies. So probably people's personal supplies. Because you know how in most military camps they'll send your stuff to an AFO, but it just takes 3 weeks to show up. And you have the exact coordinates of the entire plotted course. And basically, since it is pro-Imperial, they will stick to that course like no one's business. And you have the complete personnel docket on all the folks, including the TIE fighter pilots. And none of them seem to be of any note or distinction. None of them have gotten the rank of ace yet. They seem like they're just out of one of the academies.
Well, they're flying cover for a freighter in fairly peaceful systems
In Imperial space.
in Imperial space.
So yeah, they're not used to rebel shenanigans typically, probably.
Right.
Exactly.
Plus, and we're really just starting off. There isn't a whole lot of rebel shenanigans going on.
Right.
I mean, the entire rebellion is just starting off.
Right.
So I said missiles and cargo.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll get what we want, and then we'll get a random box.
And pretty much you guys know if you were to hit one of these with your ion cannons and basically get 2 successes, that would be enough damage, or 1 success and 3 advantages to basically fry the maglock on the cargo containers and make it drift off the ship.
Cool.
So you could basically chase this thing like a space whale, shooting cargo containers off of it until it either gets back up or they panic and go to hyperspace.
Yep. I mean, med supplies are good. We could always.
Yeah, I would say either the med supplies or the weapons for a third box.
Yep. And we shoot a whole bunch off, then we bring in the silent storm, and they load up, and we go.
Or somebody rolls 3 threats and a crate full of stuff explodes.
Hey, Pappy, we got a couple more boxes than we can handle.
The worst part is if you hit a foodstuff and you all get attacked by gray pudding in space. And as he's using that. Our dear Mandalorian who was mentioning Clone War supplies, the commander, shortly comes up to him while, you don't know what exactly Kay's doing, but he's typing away like crazy in there. And he kind of chuckles at his data pad of, oh, and by the way, if you needed a supply vessel, you'll definitely appreciate this since you did mention that you were a fan of Clone Wars era. We have a impounded GX-1 short hauler, originally used back in the Clone Wars era. After all, our Republic didn't require these vessels after the rise of the Imperial perfection. As he makes sure he doesn't want to say anything, derogatory against the Empire in front of, snitches. That I can offer you for use, if you would like. We just need your special agent to sign for the craft, and I can relinquish it to your authority.
So that's a light freighter.
The GX-1 short hauler, originally
Primary
designed.
class 2. Yep. Nav, short range sensors, 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, 1 engineer, 2 stewards, or cargo hands.
Depending whether it's moving people or cargo.
Yeah,
Because it's basically a space bus.
Yeah, 200 capacity for encumbrance, 6 passengers. And it just has a dorsal turret mounted heavy laser cannon, so.
It's totally not something rebels would use.
But it's apparently currently Imperial designated.
It is currently it's seized and re-registered as an Imperial craft.
Good hull trauma, 24 system strain 15.
So when he tells me what it is, I'm like, yo, the GX-1s. Yeah, those things were pretty good. Not much firepower, but they take a beating. Great for hauling shit. And I just generally talk his ear off about how great it is that I'm going to get to be in another Clone Wars era ship. Also trying to generally keep his attention off of Kay.
As, of course, the fluff of it is taking advantage of the GX-1's customability and reputation as a civilian vessel. Some of these haulers have been converted into medical life flight transports designed to ferry patrons core world from remote treatment centers for more sophisticated hospitals.
See? Perfect for our little colony.
perfect for it, just in case. This is exactly what you guys needed. You just didn't know to even ask for it.
Yeah, but we could
Okay.
even use that the dorsal cannon to deal with some of that wildlife problem we're having.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lame dorsal cannon too.
Yeah, it is.
Still help out with the wildlife problem.
So what's the next hacking role that Kay's going to go for? As I'll leave that map up for everyone to drool over and start taking targets.
Okay, so okay, so the list was. Let me try and remember the full list, because there was the speeding ticket,
Which you remember, you already took care of the ticket.
We actually paid
took
it.
care
Yeah.
of.
Yep. You paid your
The
fine like good
info.
citizens.
What?
You paid the fine like good citizens of the Empire.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, brain's dead. What else did we want?
So you've got the info for the ship and the cargo manifest, so you know exactly where and when you need to go for that. That was like
Right.
your primary goal. You could totally want to. One thing you could do is erase your presence there. You could totally hack on the system to erase that you checked in at the main gate, especially since some of you use your real IDs.
Yeah, that would be
I
good.
told
if you
them not
could.
to.
You could totally corrupt their faces on the picture on the scans. So one role could be to cover your tracks. Oh, somebody just clicked something. Let me flip tabs.
The ship layout for the ship.
Oh, very nice. Oh, it looks
Oh,
like it's just coming
looks-
up as a blank picture.
Oh. Looks like there's the second floor, but it's not showing me the second floor. Let's see, copy.
See if I
Copy image
copy.
link.
I have the ISB guy's face, right?
I'll try that one.
So
mean a
I
copy
want
of
to
it?
I want to blur everyone else's
Okay.
and actually have his face on mine.
Okay, so like superimpose it.
Deep fake it.
Okay, deep fake it. It's not just for porn anymore.
Oh my God.
Okay, so go ahead and make your computer roll. I've downgraded the difficulty because I'm double checking that I did. Okay, so you've successfully blurred everybody's faces, including the little barcode of rigor, and you swapped faces with the ISB agent. So your deception is complete. Now the question is there any more hacking roles you want to do while you have access here? For gravy.
I can always get codes and stuff, right?
You can try. You can always even try to hack in and get any intelligence, like possible raids on rebels or anything like that that's coming up. You tell me what you're looking for. HoloNet Google, it's a bitch. However,
yeah, I don't know whether we want to press our luck anymore.
I think it's pretty fair. With your computer skill, if there's something you think you can get out of it, go for it.
Yeah.
remember this guy suffered 3 crits.
It's all up to you, man. Do what
It
you
all
feel
depends
comfortable
on
with.
how far you want to risk it, Mr. Hackerman.
I mean, I say go for it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of.
How about this? I'm going to run to the restroom real quick and give you a second to think and discuss amongst yourselves without me listening in. Ooh.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Except he's wearing his wireless headset. He's not telling us that, but
Not this time. Nope, that's why you can hear me well, is I've got the hardwired one. I'll be right back, guys.
I mean, K's computers is really freaking good. So,
Right.
maybe you find something.
yeah, but depending on what he's digging for, he starts adding red dice and shit.
Right. Yeah. The
Ways.
more sensitive stuff I want, the more red dice there are.
Yeah,
We're doing so well now. I really like the fact of just being able to walk out.
yeah. If we can,
Because the way we set this up, we also get the planetary supplies for the other colony.
That's true.
And we're not even shooting our way out. I really like where we are now.
I guess that's fair. We didn't get the Lambda, but we did get a different ship and a whole bunch of supplies with it. I guess that's fair.
yeah.
I'm just saying, if you want to go for something, I say go for something. You're doing pretty good, and I'm not very scared of the worst case scenario here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So-
well, I mean, but the trick is that I don't really know what we want.
Well, right now we're sitting at the opportunity at taking a GX1 and then hitting this supply ship and taking some torpedoes and some med supplies and possibly something more. But what we got to figure out is who's flying the supply ship out of here instead of where it's supposed to go.
I mean, I'm not great at piloting, but I can.
I actually can pilot.
Okay, cool.
I've got 1 yellow and 2 green.
All right, cool. Yeah, you're better than I am. I only have green, so.
So we could send.
Send K with the supply ship.
Well, but is it a single? Let me look here. Let me.
Didn't the Y-wings dock on the GX?
That's a fair question, actually. Probably not.
Pretty good. It looked pretty big.
Let's see. It's a light freighter, so primary class, hyperdrive 2, backup class 12, nav computer, short range sensor. Ship complement is a pilot, co-pilot / engineer.
What's its silhouette size?
It's a 4 with a -2 handling, and it's only a speed 2, man.
Yeah. So if it's silhouette 4, it wouldn't be able to really hold a silhouette 3.
No.
Unless it's on the far end of a 4.
No. So it takes a pilot, preferably a co-pilot, which, if worst case scenario,
I say we just send Sparky with him as a co-pilot.
Well, I was going to say we could send Sparky as the co-pilot / navigator.
Yeah.
And then that way the main pilots are still in the escort Y-wings.
And me and my new gunnery skill can help take out some cargo clamps.
And me secretly listening in on the battle plan.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, but it is slow as shit. It is a speed 2, so.
Alright. Well, okay, if you want to try and get info, go for it. If not, I think we're all good to bail too.
I really like where we are now. I mean, I know it's a little bit wimpy and all that, but I just really like the idea of being able to walk out with a perfect mission so far.
It is tasty to have that scot-free. You can walk out and, nothing pushes back on you guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Sounds good.
So, we want to load the supplies for the colony into the
GX.
Yeah,
we want to load up the supplies into the freighter, and then we're going to have K pilot the freighter, and we'll send Sparky with him to act as a co-pilot engineer.
So in regards to the supplies that you're requesting, who's going to do the negotiation role for that?
If it's a negotiation, I can take it if you want. I got 4 green.
Okay.
Unless somebody can top that.
So I did spend a dark point, so I'm going to use that upgrade for that.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not me or the Doug because we would have a negative already, even if we had skills, because we're alien.
Out of curiosity,
we're
what's
not
the
supposed to talk.
difficulty on it?
The difficulty for the requisition, because you're trying to requisition from Imperial goods, it's basically going to be 3 purple.
Okay, so
And of
then with
course-
the upgrade, that's a red and 2
Yep,
purple?
a red and 2 purple.
I don't got... Can I have a blue on it because I'm negotiating for, goods from an ISB, for an ISB agents,
He's built a rapport.
Are you name dropping with the ISB agent?
Well, wait a second. We already put in the requisition. It should be here, right?
The requisition's here, but actually getting a requisition officer to give you stuff? Bureaucracy.
Okay, yeah, so basically what I'm going to say is hey, so we're the guys that are transporting goods for the colony. We're here with secret agent, not secret agent, special agent Humperdinck, and we're, grabbing stuff for the colony. I know we need this, this, and this. Do you have any of this? Because we could really use some. Basically, is what
totally
I'm going for.
see him sliding his requisition form over, puts his hand over the side of his mouth so only half the room can hear him. Secret Agent Humperdinck.
yeah, that's what I do.
Well, and
So-
you're in good with the commander too, so
So I will gladly give you a blue for name dropping the ISB agent who's hanging out with you, that you wave at him and he waves back at you, greasing the politics. So go ahead and give me your negotiation roll.
And then I lean in a little bit at the guy and wink at him. That'll do it.
So yeah, your requisition form is completed. Tell me where you need them dropped, and you basically say, well, the Imperial ship that we've requisitioned is, and you're giving the Imperial dock location for it. So they're like, hey, we could have it loaded up by the end of the day. Unless you want to drop those 3 advantages to make it faster. Or if you want to drop those 3 advantages for something else.
Well, when's this cargo ship supposed to happen?
It's going to be transported in about 16 hours. This is how nice I am to you guys. You're not going to have 2 things at the same time.
Hey, so 3 is kind of a lot of advantage. Would you say that with that much advantage on a negotiations check, I may have, kind of gotten close to the guy and, maybe hand over his shoulder, sort of talked man to man with him and maybe got to squeeze out a little bit extra supplies from it?
Yeah. And he gets off duty at 1800 hours. But yeah, he'll give more than what you asked for, since you're impoverished folks that are trying to work with the Empire, and his grandparents were colonists too. He's got kind of a soft spot. He's like, you need a couple of these reactors too, power supply reactors. So he'll throw on.
Never have enough power out there.
He'll throw 3 power supply reactors out there for you too, that are great for recharging equipment.
Thanks, man.
So you now have enough seed to plant your own agro farm, and you've got the power supplies to power your equipment. And what else was on your requisition form?
I would say we should probably would have put in something like, maybe
probably some basic med supplies.
Yeah, some basic med supplies, some rations or something to get us by while we're planting the seeds. Maybe a couple big but not too big rifles for dealing with overly large wildlife. Maybe some older ones or whatever.
No, the weapons unfortunately are a no-go at the moment.
Damn.
There's been some cutbacks on those since those
war.
rebels started trouble.
Damn rebels.
What about power supplies and water converting stuff?
They could give you one water condenser. I mean, after all, your colony should be okay with water. You don't need to be moisture farmers or anything crazy like that. You just have to drink gray water. Water that's literally gray.
Yeah.
Totally safe, but totally disgusting.
That's good. We don't want to push too much stuff, you know.
I mean, I want to push this stuff, but yeah.
Okay. And they basically say, you know, by the end of the day, it'll be ready for you, which gives you just barely enough time to make your appointed rendezvous. Let's hope whoever's astrogating doesn't roll poorly.
If you could actually, you know, use the advantage to speed it up, it'd be nice.
The 3 advantage could be burned to speed it up, you know, asked to get to the front of the queue.
Well, as long as we're able to like fly out together, and then we break off while you continue to then switch to rendezvous with wherever instead of the planet we were initially supposed to.
I mean, historically, Riggs's astrogation rolls have been pretty stellar, not gonna lie.
Don't forget your commander gets part of that credit too, since he's all about fast traveling through space.
Oh, it's true.
That whole colonist thing.
Question. Does that long of time after the till we get the supplies, does he get off before that time?
He actually gets off about an hour before that time.
Yeah, I'll probably get a drink with him then.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Watch what you're signing up for.
Right. And as far as Kay getting back, Sparky's got a 2 yellow, 1 green astrogation, so Sparky can definitely astrogate for Kay's flight back with the GX1.
Just in case.
Always good to have backup.
Yeah. But that just means on our attack, I'm flying solo, so but that's all right.
Oh, we also want the people for the ion weapons, because otherwise we have to damage the ship.
No, you can still shoot as the pilot, the turret.
Can you?
Yeah.
No, the turret's a manned gun. That's
sure?
sort of like the turret on a Corellian ship. It's a bubble gun.
Right, but as a single seater, it still has a turret and the forward gun, so you have the option of shooting.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Either one.
Yeah, so you have to be able to shoot it.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of which one you're controlling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
I have to concede that argument is a perfectly valid argument.
Yeah.
Because why would you have it in the 1-seater then?
Right.
Well,
and it's still a turret.
Yeah, I think the only restriction there is the firing arc, because in the 1-seater they're locked forward. So I think that's what kind of the turrets are designed for.
Well, I mean,
so
not in any of the other systems I've played. I mean,
oh yeah, you're right. In the single piloted one, it's arc firing forward only. It's arc all for the 2-seater variant.
Okay.
Yeah, so I figured for the 2-seater they could just fire it straight forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just lock it forward for single use.
And then you just switch your weapon trigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would feel safer having the Sparky with Kay. I mean, Kay's got some skills, but hasn't really been piloting, so I'd rather have a little backup for him.
I'm liking this splitting the party even more. Just saying.
Especially on the nav side.
Yeah.
So cool. So yeah, we'll get loaded up, we'll get everything set and be ready to fly out together. So I guess we just got the hour window of the little drinks that are occurring.
So, by the way, here's a picture of what it looks like in Imperial colors, or
nice.
Separatist colors.
Nice.
Pretty solid.
Very cool. And of course, Riggs will be flying on her own too, so.
Yeah.
It's got some decent space on board it.
Yeah, no, it's slow as shit, but yeah.
It's a space brick.
Yeah, but it works.
Okay, so the appointed getting out of work at the cantina hour happens. Are you going to have your after work drinks with your new buddy?
Yeah, I gotta.
Hey, we might be back here again. Doesn't hurt to make good friends.
Okay, so what skill are you using for the art of friendship? And by the way, you're getting a blue dice for booze being involved. Anytime booze is involved, there's a blue dice.
Okay. I mean, the two skills that I think I could really be able to use would be charm or leadership. I'm a lot better at leadership if there's any way I could leverage it.
You could totally leverage it that you're Imperial and he's Imperial and you're just two Imperial guys talking after work.
Yeah,
Followed by
the leadership side.
Followed by my question of what kind of way are you steering the conversation? Because hey, there's always guys looking to get an angle up on other folks in the Empire. Think of this like your stock investors, looking to get one up on your competition.
Because that's not really what I'm going for. I'm going for more of a personal bond so that, I'm going for more of a personal bond here.
Okay.
Kind of a personal leader bond, like, hey, you really do your job well, and I could probably help you with your job.
Well, because I'm not sure I want to use the leadership because I'm not sure I want to use the Imperial angle necessarily. Because that sort of detracts from what I want to, because I don't want to steer people more towards loyalty for the Empire. That's definitely not what I'm going for.
So you're going for the more friend side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, remember, leadership could always be used to try to make him a resource against the Empire.
Because that's what I want to do, but I don't want to, lean into that so heavily right off the bat. Because, I'm trying to play to the recruiting here, but I don't want to, go straight there. I'd rather start off with more of the personal bond to really understand each other and how rough it is for life on the fringes,
Mm-hmm.
So you still think I could use leadership for that?
I could totally see you could using leadership for that.
Alrighty. We'll do that then. So am I good to roll?
Just because. He was hoping for a hot date and you want to talk about, politics.
Alrighty. Am I good to go?
Yep. And still, this guy is just enamored with talking to you for an hour. Of the, oh my God, you could ask this guy to leave this planet now and join you as a Aeolus to your Hercules right now. In other words, yes, you do have this requisition officer as a resource for the future.
Okay, so you think that maybe, setting up as pen pals, maybe at some point I could convince him the Empire's not so great and could convince him to turn at some point?
You could totally do that with that triumph.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do then.
And you faithfully will follow. He'll follow you long. So you now have a quartermaster of the Empire who basically is like, after an hour of drinks, he was hoping to have a hot date. Instead, he found a friend for life. that everything you said touched chords within his heart of like, you know what? You're right, man. You're right. That is crap. We could be doing so much for the common people. But you're saying nothing anti-imperial at this point. But he's just like, you are totally right, bro. Here is my HoloNet messenger, and here's my private one that shouldn't be monitored by the ISP unless I fuck up.
Sounds great, man. I'll keep in touch. I gotta go, though. Our buddies back at home are really waiting on those supplies. They're supposed to be loaded up soon, so I really gotta get moving. But thanks so much. I'd love to meet up with you again sometime, and I'll stay in touch.
And you totally want to put this down in your character sheet because he's Quartermaster Kez.
Okay, Quartermaster Kez.
And what is there a name to the actual planet we're on?
Oh, this is just planet 7423. But he's an Imperial Quartermaster, so he can be moved around as need be. Quartermaster Kez.
Good job.
Kez Torin is his the rest of his name, but you just need Quartermaster Kez.
Good job.
So that, my friend, is how you play into a resource acquisition recruiting duty. Befriend the Imperial Quartermaster.
Yes, that's totally how you do it. And you make sure to put down your notes that he is a faithful follower of you. Even if you came out on a wanted poster, he'd probably want to, make you into a folk hero character.
That's good job, man. Good work. Not my skill set, but that's good work.
But can he come up with a song about him?
Yeah.
The Mando named Jane.
All right, cool.
Okay.
My job here is done.
And you still have just enough time for them to finish loading up your carrier. So who's taking the short-range hauler?
I am.
Okay, so K is on the hauler.
And Sparky's going with him.
Yep, Sparky's going.
And of course, the hauler just has an Imperial designation of Imperial Vessel KZ-59. You guys totally need to come up with a name for it.
Oh, we will.
Okay. So who's flying Sparky's Y-wing? Oh no, that's Sparky.
No, that's my Y-wing. Sparky's my astromech. So
you're sending your astromech with him. Okay.
Yeah, he probably needs a little help with the astrogation side, so I'd rather have
just
Sparky go with him. I'll handle the ship on my own, like I've done in the past.
You're gonna get Sparky issues. He's being tossed around.
And then, as a group, we can astrogate for all the ships.
Yep.
Right.
So.
Okay, so you guys, as you're taking off, everybody give me a piloting check.
Cool.
Remember to add your handling or add your difficulty, as our hauler's got a -2 handling, so make sure you add 2 black dice to your roll. So that way I don't have to go back and forth on my difficulty chart. See how well you all take off. So, of course, Sobek's like doing donuts on the way out of there.
I'm home.
Taking 1 point of...
Do I get an extra blue for Sparky?
Blue would give you a blue for assisting on piloting.
Oh, yeah, he can do that, yeah.
As Sparky's like giving you the salute. And Sobek takes 1 strain as he's looking back on everyone else, going, come on, guys, get off the planet. Get off the planet. Don't fuck it up.
Getting to the right screen there.
Don't fuck it up, guys.
And my bubble turned a little bit nauseous from how fast you took off.
Hey! K's like, boom, done. Why did it... K, you would have a blue and 2 black added to your roll, by the way.
Frickin' Riggs! God damn it.
Riggs is...
I put that in the modifier.
Looks like it didn't take it. Want me to just roll a blue and 2 black for you?
You want to do that for me?
Oh, no, Rigger, you're fine. Your roll is fine.
Jesus, scared me.
No, your roll is fine with you added your blue dice perfectly.
Okay.
So it would have given you a fail and 2 success. So for K, you end up with 2 successes, which is still fine. Ignore those 2 threats. So Rigger, with your triumph, obviously you learned something from your speeding ticket. That's the only thing I can figure. What is it you want to do with your triumph?
Riggs is doing donuts in Sobek's donuts.
Is there a way for me to figure out if we can get the ship to go faster?
You could like, I don't know. Can she pass that off as a bonus to her astrogation check? Because I know it's kind of vital that we may do good on that one.
Yeah, you could do
Or
that, or but the thing is, it would be something
Or-
personally to you, Rigger. So
personally
you
to
could
me.
make another
Okay.
ship go faster.
Dang it.
You could totally make you go way faster with that.
yeah, but we're flying out formation here, so
Trying to think.
3 Y-wings and a big ass hauler.
Can my sensors go a little farther to make sure nothing's coming for us, or are we good with that?
Sure. I mean, you're mostly good with that on sensors.
Okay, so then what would be something that could be fine? I mean,
Is there any way you can give a bonus to your astrogation? Because I know we got to make sure we make that one.
Yeah,
yeah.
you could totally use that for your astrogation roll because you beat everyone else out there. You've got plenty of time to calculate, so you can
Okay.
upgrade your astrogation roll.
Okay.
Is there an
That would
important
be nice.
detail that you can notice, or
Yeah.
that we make it up to the, or with the current distance between the two ships guarding the planet, that we have optimal time to go after the transport?
That one could give you that you guys get out of the planet's area without either of the patrols, the big ship or the 2 little ships, spotting you at all. That you managed to like find a radar shadow and you guys followed that leaving the planet, so there's no proof of you guys exiting the planet.
That would be
sound
cool.
good. I like that.
Okay, so you guys sit in the sweet shadow spot of another ship, thanks to
Yeah.
Rigger saying, "Follow me," and you're basically parked in the radar wake of another ship. So you guys are in the shadow of this big ass space hauler, and as
Nice.
it parts off and you guys part off, you get to the spot where you want to do your astrogation. So what is the difficulty is basically 1 purple, and you get a blue because you've got the freshest Imperial records for the route. You've got the space and time coordinates exactly for this entire route. So it's 1 purple and 1 blue. So what's going to be your astrogation check?
so at this point we're splitting, right? So the transport's astrogating
Are you
back.
splitting or are you going together?
I say we go together.
Yeah.
You want to take the transport into the fight
Oh.
for the
I mean, it doesn't have much in terms of weaponry, but you said yourself it's got plenty of hull trauma. I mean,
And you can always just stay out of the fight and watch from a nice, medium distance.
exactly. And hey, could the transport pick up an extra cargo container if we knocked a free one up, an extra?
Probably not. It's not really built for that.
Damn.
My thought is that the transport seems to go on by its own and gets lost versus them being associated with us. But
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially since you'll probably be recorded on sensors.
right, so I'd
Yeah.
rather 3 random
Y-wings.
because the commander never knew what we flew in on.
Yep, he
Yeah.
completely failed to do that research on you guys.
Right,
And because of the radar shadow, they didn't see us leaving together either.
right. So we ship that back to one of the bases, and we do our thing. Is my suggestion.
Okay,
Yep.
so if
agree.
the rigger ship's going, who's going to roll the astrogation for that?
So the transport ship will be Sparky. I'll roll that, and then
Okay, go ahead and
and
roll
then
for Sparky.
Rigger. Okay, and then
What's
Riggers. Huh?
What's Sparky's astrogation?
Sparky's astrogation is
2 yellow.
2 yellow and a green.
Okay.
So can the professional astrogators do the astrogation and then give them their course?
You can totally
Yeah.
do that as long as you're willing to take the time to do that.
Okay.
That just means she's got to plot that and plot ours.
Well, yeah, but the cargo ship can jump, and then we can do our thing. So
Okay.
Riggs, if you want to roll the astrogation for the coordinates that we're giving to the transport,
Sure.
what's the difficulty for that, Jim?
It's just 2 purple until I click that dirty little button.
I hate it.
I'll take 2 strain to drop it
Yay.
by 1 difficulty.
So what's that thing about adding a blue to add?
When you guys do your roll to go after the enemy ship, you're going to get a blue for it. It's going to be 1 purple and a blue for that because you have the map along with timestamps.
Okay, do I put that in?
No. Just go ahead and roll your astrogation with any bonus that your Doug buddy will give you.
Take one blackout, and is your astrogation at least 1?
It's at 2.
Then take
Right?
a boost dice.
What are you talking
So
about?
blue dice. He's asking about how many ranks you have in the skill.
Oh, it's 2.
Yep.
Yep.
So yours is higher
then
than him, so he's just adding a blue instead of adding extra dice.
Nice. Okay.
So your difficulty's in. It's 1 upgrade for the difficulty of a purple that'll become a red, and you get a blue dice. So go ahead and roll that beautiful astrogation. As you're immediately radioing to Sparky, the best astrogation ever, including the here's some shortcuts you can take, and here's some resupply contacts if you want to go to a truck stop. They serve the best chest burster stew ever.
And even better, they do serve our kind.
They especially serve your kind.
Just
Well,
being
do they
the
have-
greatest little hostess. Okay.
But do they have oil baths for Sparky?
Of course they do.
Hey, I'm the one recommending it. It better.
Okay.
He's got to get that sloppy paint job off him, so he's back to
So he
pretty
stops
black
scraping
and-
his head against a counter like a cat, trying to rub that paint job off.
get that nasty orange shit off of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming you want to spend the advantages just to make it a quicker, faster trip?
Yeah.
Okay. Quicker, faster,
then-
safer.
Can I have one of them for my next roll for us?
Sure, you can use 2 of them to give you another blue dice because you're in
Yeah.
astrogation mode.
Yeah.
Your electronic brain is swirling with astrogation computations. So you've
Yay.
got a purple and 2 blue against your next
Okay.
astrogation. And I'm going to be a jerk and do that too. Now you've got
Okay,
4
we want
light
'em.
side points.
Yes, that's true. All right, ready?
Yep.
Ah, yay!
I was so hoping for a despair. I was just saying.
Mhm.
Of course you are. I'm not.
Okay, so you immediately have your your course plotted. You have 3 advantage. So for that, do you want to beat the ship there? So you're basically waiting where it's going to pop out of its next jump,
Yeah.
or
that'd
is
be
there
cool.
something else you'd like to do with those 3 advantage?
I think beating the ship there is a great idea.
What was
Yeah.
what type of escort do they have?
They would have 4 TIE fighters with them. Now, if it's
So
jumping
TIE
at
fighters can't jump, can they?
no, they can't. So if they're coming right out of hyperspace, the TIE fighters would have to be attached to the ship.
Yep.
So they basically would be clamped onto either clamps like you guys do use or airlock clamps.
Yeah. So they're going to be
Okay.
sitting
In
unmanned,
standby
whatever, and then
Yeah,
so-
either someone bored and sitting in the cockpit, probably not, because remember they don't have life support systems for shit. That's why they have to wear that chest life support system, because unlike your X-wings, they don't actually carry oxygen on board.
All right.
It's a sad state of affairs in the Empire when they don't even put a couple spare air tanks on your ship.
So yeah, if we're there waiting for him, that's all good. It
Okay,
gives
so you
us
guys want to
a
be
jump
there
in
ahead of
advance.
schedule?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rigger sends the course to everybody. You get the whole here's where we need to go before you even need to go there, which is great. And you guys take a little bit of shortcut on there. And of course,
Yep.
it's a really good shortcut because it gets you quite ahead of schedule when you get there.
All right. Well, Kate, be safe. Take care of Sparky. We'll see you soon.
Aye.
Boom, boom.
So as you guys pop out of hyperspace, you know where it's supposed to be is right there is where it's popping out of hyperspace. You could get closer if you'd like,
I think we should line up for
because basically
range.
you know it's going to pop out here, turn about this direction, and hyperspace again to avoid a gravity well.
So you want to be there?
Well, I want to be close, yeah, so we can get start nailing it as soon as it pops out.
Okay, so there.
Yep. And I'm just gonna be sitting there in my bubble turret with my ion cannon pointed at where it's supposed to jump out of hyperspace, just I don't know, popping some bubble gum.
Having guns be be hot or good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me do a quick roll for their pilot.
Yeah, make sure they hyperdrived right.
It would suck if they didn't.
Yeah.
So
They
thankfully
hyperdrive
they're
behind
using
us.
one of their standard droids who's doing his 2 gold and a purple with a blue for updated records. So it's only against 2 purple. And let's see how his astrogation goes.
Oh, look at that. They're right on mark.
Just
Yeah.
like with Imperial droid precision that only an Imperial droid can match, immediately pops out. And of course, you can clearly see that there's the 2 TIE fighters docked there and the 2 TIE fighters docked there, and you're getting no energy sensors off either of them. So needless to say, you guys are sitting there floating in space, radioing back and forth to each other, and you have like a good hour head start on these guys. And as you're floating around, you feel the crack pop that's not really air displaced, but it's more like, the actual fabric of space and time cracking when it pops out. Because that's the only way to explain sound in space, I guess.
Right.
And you guys are all sitting and ready. You're waiting for this, and it cracks out of hyperspace right in front of you. Shields down,
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
just like clockwork. And yeah, that would be a good time to go ahead and roll initiative. Damn! Someone's hurt to shoot somebody.
At least I did better than Sobex.
I'm just sort of sitting there, my gun's on the trigger, just waiting for it to come out of hyperspace.
He's like, I want to shoot. I want to shoot now. I want to shoot.
And then he took a nap, kind of fell asleep a little bit. Like, oh shit.
Crack! And like, oh, let's shoot somebody.
Sobex wakes up. By the time he opens his eyes, I'm already firing ion bolts.
Hey, Jim, for your pilot, you had tons of negative dice in there. I don't know if you were meaning to.
I did not mean to. I was going to re-roll that in a sec. I know when I clicked that, I'm like, why does he have all those negatives on his dice?
On an initiative roll.
I mean,
we're just that surprising.
They're like, ah!
They can come out of hyperspace as 3 Y-Wings on their ass.
I'm like, I had 3 blacks against 3 purple. I'm like, what was he rolling there? Let's trash that one. Damn, somebody was in a hurry to kill something.
Hey, I like my bubble turret. Vintage Y-Wing bubble turret.
Wow, the descending order actually worked as intended.
What?
Put it in the order properly. And just because there is, one of these guys sleeping on board. Oh, and he also had a bunch of weird black dice. What was up with that? Let's clear that one. Okay, so you guys, you have a sense that it's kind of a turkey shoot because hey, you were sitting there ready to go as this thing popped into orbit. So who's gonna go first?
I want to knock one of those proton torpedo cases off them before they even know we're there.
Okay, so you're going for like the first top one that's like right there that is full of photon torpedoes.
Oh yeah.
And you're just I know I can pick that bad boy off.
Right up there.
Alrighty. Now I think I remembered up my gunnery skill and everything last session, so let's just make sure that works.
Okay.
Am I good for to make the shot?
Are you aiming?
Yeah, actually I'll go ahead and take the strain double aim.
Okay. Ooh, I like that. Burning the double strain because he's gritting his teeth, looking through the barrel. Because he's like, I don't want to fuck this up. Okay, got your difficulty in there.
I've been frickin' waiting for this. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, no. It doesn't have my new gunnery skill. I have to go where skills? Alright, here's skills. Gunnery. Here, 1, 2. Also, it is a career skill now. Yeah, I put 2 into it last session. Alrighty, so I can also put piloting space, I believe, is career now. Okay. Alright, so back to combat. Oh wait, vehicle sheet. There, let's try that again. Much better.
Okay, so you blah blah, and with 3 successes, that is enough to knock the ion storm hits the cargo container. It kind of zaps all around it. You just see the container, the cargo lights dim out, and it just starts floating away from the ship.
How was that? Blah blah.
Blah blah.
Okay.
So you do have 2 advantage. As you see a cargo container of 8 beautiful photon torpedoes floating in space.
Okay, okay, so I'm gonna yell out to whoever's next. Yeah, hit him right there, right above that thing. That's the best place. And I'll pass a blue dice to whoever's next.
You totally have like right where the magnetic locks are weakest for the ion discharge.
Yeah. I'm gonna spell it out for him.
So give him a blue dice to the next person. Good teamwork.
Okay.
So who's going next?
So who's next to shoot the ion cannons?
You want to go or you want me to go?
I can go.
Okay.
Okay, ion.
Which one do you shoot? What are you shooting at? You
Other
aim-
proton torpedo one, I think.
The 2 money makers?
Yeah.
Well, that's your priority.
The doctor would like
That's
real
our
medical
priority.
supplies.
All right. Where you guys want me to hit? What? Where?
What do you
One
want
of
to
the-
hit?
So there's.
Well,
Let me
we-
flip
we-
you
we
back
want
to
the
the
other
picture.
Photon torpedoes.
Okay.
So here's the list of what you've got. You've already
Okay.
got this one, so I'm going to draw a shape. You've already got that guy. That guy is knocked loose. So they're looking to see if you can shoot either the other photon torpedoes right here or anything else that you want. It's like one of those little carnival games where the claw comes
Right.
down, you know. What would you like
Like-
to take off of it?
Trying to throw the ping pong for the goldfish?
Oh, the goldfish game, the
Um,
evilest of all games.
Okay. Well, we already got.
So this one is
Got one
floating through
photon.
space. I mean, you could decide to go connect to it instead of shooting. I mean, that could totally be a thing you can do.
Just like later.
This one we got.
Okay.
You could
It's finally
fly
popping
up really quick, mag lock that sucker to you, and start taking off.
Yeah.
And
We
just
can
say,
do that too.
mine.
So med sounds nice.
Medicine.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
all happy
so
with that.
which med are you gonna go for?
I think.
Go for the one that's. Oh, okay, that works too. I was gonna say, there's another one right next to the proton torpedoes. Maybe try and get both.
Wait. There's a med next to the photon ones? Where?
Down over
proton-
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
Maybe you triumph and hit them both.
Triumph.
Yeah, if you're really good.
Triumph, and it dislodges all 3 containers. You know, the foodstuff med and the
Mhm,
photon
mhm.
torpedoes.
Also rolls a few threat. We get foodstuffs all over the containers.
Or you
They'll
roll it
spray
to
you all over
spare,
the
and the
med
photon
supplies.
torpedoes blow up.
All right, I'll go for this one right here.
Okay, so you're going for the med one?
Yeah.
Let me flip the map back over there.
Yep. Nice. Meds are always good.
Meds are good.
Okay, so
It helps your
ion
guts.
one, right?
Yep, it's going to be the ion.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And your buddy did give you a blue dice, and if you're willing to aim, that'll give you
yeah.
another blue dice.
Aim is on me or on my? It's on me, right?
Yeah, well, it's you can just say as your maneuver, you're aiming since you're sitting still in
Yeah.
space.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you
Aim.
can just say,
Yeah.
I aim and fire. That's my movement
Ah.
and my action.
Okay,
Yep.
do that.
Okay?
Going. Yeah. Ready?
Okay, you fire your gun.
No.
And
damn,
remember
look at
how
that.
we were joking
Whoa.
about the Triumph? So,
Can I take a couple off instead of one?
well, remember what I was saying about that is, let me flip back to the map. So with your Triumph, you hit the buckler that's here that controls all 3. So
Uh-huh.
when you take that shot, all 3 of these cargo units come tumbling off.
Yay.
Yay!
So there's now a cargo unit full of food stuff floating around, one with medical stuff and one with photon torpedoes.
Perfect. Awesome.
You rock.
You know what we were talking about with that really clean mission? Let's just grab these things and get out of here, like, before they get to their guns or their TIE fighters.
Well,
I'm
and they
okay
might.
with this.
And the other part is they might just be trying to get out of here before they lose anything else. But at this point, almost might be worth calling in the Silent Storm.
Okay, up to you. We can either grab what we got and run, or we can call in the Quiet Storm and just keep taking shots.
All of a sudden, you went crazy shopping spree.
Yeah, let's take out the ties before they disembark.
Yeah.
And then let's knock as much off before it jumps into hyperspace again. And then we can call for the Silent Storm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so it is the Imperial's turn. So immediately you're seeing TIE fighters kind of lighting up. But unfortunately the pilots were not ready. And these are not the kind of pilots that have the cool talent that lets you mount your vehicle in one turn, where you can go from Han Solo on Hoth outside the Falcon to he's already inside with the engine started in a blink of an eye. So their movement is to get into their cockpits, and their action is they're starting their engines basically up. So you're seeing the engines starting to do the whole.
So they're actually going to try to launch those instead of just hyperspacing out, huh?
Well, at least that's the TIE's plan.
Right.
Mainly because they're being reported that there's space pirates shooting at the ship.
Okay.
So who's going next?
Well, I'm the only one left, so what do you want me to shoot at?
I'd say shoot the ties.
All right, I'll shoot at one of the ties there.
Let me get your difficulty in there.
Yeah. So if I shoot with Ion, is that potentially going to shut them down so they wouldn't be able to launch?
Yep, that would do system strain instead of hull trauma.
Yep. Okay.
And you are getting a blue since they are kind of stationary targets on the ship.
Right.
It's not like they're screaming at you. Are you going to aim as well?
Yep.
Okay, I've got your difficulty in there.
All right.
And top group or bottom group?
Let's go with the top group.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Bam.
Damn. Okay, so the question is, 6 strain is not going to take out a TIE fighter. They're a little tougher on strain than they are hull damage.
Yeah, but I got 3 that I can crit with, right?
You do have 3 that you can crit with, and you have linked. So you can crit on 4, or you can linked 1 and hit twice, and then have 3 advantages to do something else with. If I will tell you, if you link 1 on one target and hit them with both barrels, it will take that TIE fighter out. Or you can hit both and do 6, which is a lot of strain, to both of them, but not enough to take them out. So if you do linked 1 on one guy, you guarantee you're going to take him out. From what you know about your ion weapons.
Right.
Yeah, I would say take the 1 out.
Yeah, I do linked 1 and give the advantages.
Okay.
That's fine.
So since you do linked 1, you do exactly enough damage after soak to burn this thing's systems out, and it's all of its lights and life support just go.
What life support?
Exactly. Okay, so let me erase one of the little dots there, as 1 is completely out of commission.
Cool.
I mean, literally, it's now a new fixture on the ship.
Right. And that leaves me, so Link's for 2, right?
Link is for 2, so that leaves you 3 advantage there.
So I'll give a blue to the next and blue to...
Someone specific?
Yeah.
I haven't gone yet, so.
Yep. I'll give it to you then.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're next, so I'll give blue to Sobek.
Okay, so immediately out of the back end of the ship, ejects what looks like either a one-person life pod, it looks like a coffin basically, or a missile of some kind. It shoots straight out of the back.
Oh, weird.
And it's this little red box right here. And you guys are immediately picking up that there is a long-range hyperspace 911 call emergency coming from it. That little sucker is basically a distress beacon.
Okay.
Basically, the captain did, oh shit, especially when he looked in the rearview mirror and saw a bunch of cargo containers floating off into space, and then saw a TIE fighter just turn off and hit the emergency warning beacon. So in case they're blown up, this beacon will send a nice loud message to get help. Hopefully in time for rescue before people die.
That seems like a good spot to go for.
So who's going next?
I'm the last one. So what's the distancing? So
It shot at a nice short distance from the ship. It's a big ass ship.
Seeing that come out, I'm going to turn my attention to that because I don't want reinforcements coming. 3.
If you double move, it'll be within range.
Okay. And then I will shoot it.
Okay, let me go ahead and...
And then I have the two boosts that were passed over.
Okay, got your 2 boost against 2 purple and 2 black for the tiny fast target moving.
Okay.
You're like, damn, it's the size of my cockpit shield.
And I'll use a destiny point.
Because that's what they're there for. Okay, I got the upgrade in there for you.
Okay.
And you've now brought balance to the force. And immediately you're just like, pew, 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 and this thing explodes. I mean, it literally only had 1 hull trauma and 1 soak. As this little pod explodes and its little warning beacon just goes echoing into space.
So much for their lifeline.
Yep.
That was so fast somebody might think it was an accident.
Right?
And then comes the poor gunner.
Going, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
And since he's towards the back of the ship, he's going to shoot at Sobek. So what's your defense?
4.
Damn, that's a good defense.
Damn good.
Hell
defense.
yeah, it is.
I mean, that's a real good defense. Now I remember why those guys had 4s on their dice pool, because they were shooting at you.
It's like I want to make sure I come home at the end of the day.
And you know what? He's going to aim. He's probably the only one that's going to get a shot off, so damn it. And he got a shot off, but it was a really, really hard shot because you moved so fast and you gunned it to get up there and nail that little pod. And he was just like expecting you to attack him, and you went for the pod. Who goes for the pod? And he's just going to yell on the radio really loudly at his teammates to get us the frack out of here. Let them take the cargo. We need to get out of here. So, needless to say, that's what the pilot's going to do on their turn. So, who's going next?
Hey, I know they're going to run. These guys are taking out their defenses like it's nothing. I'm going to go for the cargo containers in case they get out of here so that we have some extra stuff for Poppy, you know.
Right. Get as much as we can as we're calling Poppy in.
Okay, so I'm going to flip the map for you. What are you
I'm going to aim for the one with the weapons, medical supplies, and equipment.
Okay, so which ones? The weapons or the medical supplies?
I'll aim for the weapons, but just in case I get Triumph, that one has the medical supplies on it as well.
Okay, so you're aiming for that one.
Yep.
And you're aiming, I'm assuming, right?
I'm actually going to take a strain again. I'll double aim.
Ooh. Don't get cocky, kid.
1, 2, 1, 2. Alrighty. Of course you did. You know what?
Of course I did.
Oh,
Okay, I got that in there for you.
Right back at you. Ready?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so you fire and immediately knock the weapons one loose. Inside, there's crates and crates of blaster rifles and pistols just rolling around loose in space. So you've knocked that one off now. Anything
Hey.
special for the 2 advantage?
Can I trigger linked and either hit the coupler for the medical supplies or do 2 strain to the ship?
For linked, it has to be the same target.
Okay, don't want to blow it up.
Second charge sets off all the power packs on inside. So you have a cargo container of burned out weapons.
Can I,
You need strain back.
Actually, yeah. I could use some extra strain, so I'll take that 2 as strain back.
Okay. So
Well,
Make up for that aim that I did.
Oh, is it? You should take one back and then just use the other one to pass it to the next person.
I guess I can do that. Yep.
look at your wing commander telling you how to help the team. So who's
Hey,
going
we're in space.
next?
We're in space right now. His call.
Yep.
what? Jim? What?
Oh, who's going next?
Oh, I can go.
Okay.
Um,
Get another box. Get another box.
you wanted another box,
TIE
or
fighters.
we need to take the TIE fighters? Yeah.
I think they're gonna jump.
Yeah, they're gonna jump.
But
So
are
just
they going to jump and leave TIE fighters behind?
I mean, if they do that, we can just deal with the TIE fighters.
Yeah.
that's true. Okay, then boxes.
Okay.
Okay, so what box are you going to aim for? Or are you going to latch onto a box?
Do
As I keep flipping back and
medical or
forth.
weapons?
If I latch onto a box, can I still fire?
Yeah, you basically would just be losing 2 of your handling. So your piloting would only get a blue dice to handling. And
I'd
you
say
have to
wait
make-
to latch on until after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we latch on
after
at the
we're out
end.
of combat. Because
Okay.
especially if you put a container of photon missiles on your belly, and
Yeah.
they shoot that.
That's not.
If I get a crit, you explode!
What does this say? I can't quite read it.
Supplies.
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 It's like
Supplies.
personal supplies.
Supplies!
Surlease.
Okay.
I'd say go for the medical
You're
or
gonna
the
steal
weapons
some
personally.
mom's
I'm gonna go
personal
for that.
supplies.
Never go wrong with medical.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Just
for
my
that.
opinion.
Okay, so you're going to go aim for that medical?
Okay, so
And are you going to aim?
yeah.
Okay, so I got a blue dice in there for you aiming.
An extra from me.
From your buddy
Okay.
passing it forward. Good to go.
Ready.
Takes your shot.
Nice.
Very nice. So you hit the cargo container,
Mhm.
and it seems to be holding kind of fidgety. Do you want to use 2 advantage to knock it off?
Yes.
Okay, so your second weapon hits it and finishes the last of the second clamp, because there's that magical you need 2 successes to succeed at it. And the
Mhm.
medical one pops loose and floats away into space.
All right, and then the other one I'll send off to the next person.
Okay, so
The
you're
other blue dice.
shooting
whatever.
one forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So as the map flips back to the larger combat screen. So
You're getting
our
good at
TIE
that.
pilots, in their hurry of being big damn heroes for the Empire, are going to, of course, detach. These 2 are going to go ahead and shoot at Quinn.
What?
And this one is going to shoot at Rigger.
Hmm.
What?
So the Rigger, what's your defense?
Okay, is that on my ship? Let's
Yep,
see.
it'd be on the
looking.
black shields for your ship.
Uh,
God.
so fore and aft is 1.
Okay. So 1 defense. As this is the one guy that's shooting at you.
Shit, I forgot that last round.
And he misses horribly.
Yay! What? No.
He misses, yeah. That's a fail. He misses. He's totally like, ah! And you're just like, what are you shooting at? And then the duo that are shooting at Quinn.
Sure,
what's your
I
defense?
get the duo. 1.
Okay, and they're like, stay on target, stay on target.
And they miss.
And all of a sudden my computer like flashed away, so I'm like, what did the roll say? As they have one advantage as well, so they're basically recovering strain that they supposedly took getting in their cockpits. The important thing is they have disconnected to protect their ship.
Which is now going to leave them behind.
So who's going next?
Well,
Get another box. Get another box. It's gonna leave.
yeah, that's kind of my thought. Yeah, I'm gonna do another box, I guess.
Okay,
Well, if
which
the
box are you
ties
gonna
are
shoot
down.
at?
We got weapons, cargo, supplies.
So
if
we
the
got
ties are
both
down,
of the
you should take the
mids.
ties.
Your wing commander saying, shoot the guy shooting at you.
Yeah,
Shoot
because
the guy
I
shooting
think
you.
we got the main ones we really want.
Stop shooting the connexes. Shoot the guy shooting you before
Yeah,
you
'cause
blow up.
we got some weapons, we got some food supplies, we got both photons, we got both meds. The others are kind of So yeah, I think I'll go after the ties.
Damn.
Your wing commander saying, don't die
Yeah.
in space with all the medical supplies we need on land. Okay, so you're shooting at the solo one, I assume? We're going to move. Oh, yeah, I actually have both of them in your firing solution.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the pair at the bottom.
Okay.
I'll leave the others to rig. And I forgot the last time I shot, but I got my advanced targeting array, which upgrades gunnery check by 1.
So,
And you get a blue from me.
And a blue from her, and
So
I'll aim.
it's going to give you true aim because of the advanced system.
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
I got that in there for you.
Well,
Yep.
he gets an upgrade, and actually,
It's an upgrade, plus I had a blue from Riggs,
Okay.
and I'm aiming.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we did the upgrade, the modification on it to get true aim yet.
Yeah, well, it's not true aim, but the advanced targeting array upgrades
Right.
it by 1, which is true aim upgrades and does the blue, right? So, but
And
all
are you
right.
doing ion weapons or laser weapons?
No, at this point, I'm gonna do full damage.
Okay, you flip your stick to lasers.
Laser.
And you show them how to really do some shooting, I take it.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. We all ready?
Yep.
Holy.
Yeah, I can tell you.
You definitely showed him how to shoot.
That the laser blast alone, just one beam, cuts through one of the TIE fighters and blows it to Kingdom Come.
Yeah. Linked would have been nice. One more advantage would have been nice, but.
But what do you want to do for that advantage? Since you guys are such a friendly team that back each other up with tactics and coordination and communication.
Right. Yeah, I don't have any strain to recover, I don't think. So, no, I'm good on strain, so I'll pass that on.
Okay, look at that teamwork. And then the pilot, he's going to make his astrogation roll.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Fail, 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 fail.
That's been a destiny
Oh.
point.
I forgot. What would it take? Would it be a maneuver to hit the button to send a signal to the silent storm?
And incidental.
Okay. So I do that.
So I heard Duncan say hit a destiny point. Is anyone going to hit one?
Sure.
Oh,
To
gonna
make their-
upgrade the difficulty.
Yeah, I support that.
To upgrade their astrogation check.
So they get enough threat, we could have it be slow enough that we can shoot another box.
Or start shooting the ship to try to take out its hyperspace or its engines, or
Oh yeah.
Or just shoot more boxes. I mean, there's like 2 more useful boxes in the entire ship.
Sure are.
so they're all useful boxes.
We got the critical ones, but there's definitely more. So.
Oh,
Oh damn.
They jump, but they leave all the boxes behind. He accidentally disconnects.
Yeah, they drop the boxes and boost it out.
Well, you know what they used to do on the high sea when pirates attacked? They dumped the cargo so that way they wouldn't go after them.
Yeah, the pilot is an ex-smuggler, and he pulls the classic drop the goods and run.
So since he succeeded in his hyperspace, I'm totally gonna go with he's jumping to hyperspace, but I like the last one. Trigger something truly awful happening, such as jumping out of hyperspace into the path of an asteroid.
Ah,
So immediately the ship does the and is never heard of again.
Oh.
now we just got to figure out where it jumped to.
Well, no, this would be one of those ones where it popped out right into the rock and smeared across an asteroid.
Yeah, but some of the boxes might have survived.
I mean, technically, you do have its course if you want to go check it out. I mean,
That's
I don't
what
know
I'm
how
saying.
safe that would be after that buoy was launched, but you could try.
Hey, we
So,
took out that
Buoy
buoy so
launched
fast.
here,
so
not where
who
it
is
went.
yet to go? As I see Duncan getting closer to that one TIE fighter right from behind. Wow, that was a really good use of a dark side point there. And are you aiming?
No.
Okay, but you do have a blue dice from your buddies.
Okay.
Now the question comes, ion
Oh.
or...
I'm up front, so I only have the blasters.
Okay,
Okay,
so
he's still got a passenger.
yeah, that's more than sufficient to go ahead and kaplooey that TIE fighter. You know who I really feel sorry for? That guy, that TIE fighter pilot stuck on the top of the freighter as it comes out in front of an asteroid, looking forward, with no life support, can't open his hatch, and the rock's just going to smear right through him.
No.
It's a bad day. Okay, so gunner on that cruiser, we're not going to hear from him. We're not going to hear from the
No.
pilot either. So top of the order, who's going next? All you've got left is one TIE fighter and a bunch of cargo containers.
Hey, I got my guns. I'm gonna kill that thing.
Go.
He's going to try to ion it to death.
Honestly, I don't know. So
I-
might be a cruel and unusual punishment.
He's got nobody to pick him up.
He's just going to slowly suffocate to death in space.
You know, maybe the guy with the buoy.
Maybe we can recruit him.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm gonna double aim again,
Okay, let me set that.
just because there's nothing better to do with my life.
Let's see if something interesting happens.
You know what, Jim?
We'll make it real interesting.
Oh, kind of. Let me.
Oh.
Don't roll yet. Don't roll yet. Okay, you can now roll. Not interesting enough.
Nope.
Nice and clean though.
Okay, so you hit it for a solid 7 points of damage, which equates to a 5 after soak. So this TIE fighter still got some gumption going. One of its wings has got lightning storms raking across the solar panels, but it's still functioning.
As an incidental, I pop on the comms and I go, Riggs, hit it with the ion, hit it with the ion.
So we're not going to recruit him?
No, we are gonna recruit him. That's why I said hit him with the ion cannon.
Recruit him or
Okay,
take
cool.
him as a prisoner. And then you'll have an
Both.
Imperial that knows what really happened to that transport that disappeared in space.
Because, like, technically I have room to put him in my...
No,
Well, we're also
dude,
gonna call
we
the Quiet
do that.
Storm, so.
Well, I already
Okay, cool.
did, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So it's
ion,
coming.
got it. Ion man.
Are you aiming?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
As she shoots lightning across it, going to be close. Let me do the math. Yes, and she disables the TIE fighter. It just wonks out. It gets a little snail symbol there. As it just wonks out and it's kind of tumbling through space. As you guys are just like, holy shit, we did good.
Yeah. So far.
Okay. Does Pappy show up?
After a few moments, because of course they have to plot your course, you
Yep.
know, because you're like, hey, we're at this location. Okay, we got to double check that course just in case. And while I'm looking for the miniature of your ship, probably should just flip pages and copy paste it. Because that's definitely faster. As mere moments later, boom, the quiet storm pops out there. As I'm not finding a picture of it right now, so I'm giving you the mind's eye theater. I've played too many games since then, and nothing's popping up on the C90 yet.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so it pops up, and you guys, I'm assuming, are each grabbing a cargo container.
Yep, grabbing the med one.
Okay.
I assume we grab the two of us grab proton torpedoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many can we put onto the Silent Storm?
And I go, hey Poppy, we got you presents and a prisoner.
The Silent Storm can take 4 of them through their tractor beam.
Okay.
So, of course, let me flip back maps so you can see. So, clearly 4 of them can be picked up by the Silent Storm, and since you've got 6 of them, only 2 of you have to grab 2. Is there any particular you guys want to grab?
Proton torpedoes?
Okay. So, give me a piloting check, and if you have, don't forget to add your handling if you have it.
Actually, maybe let's not go for the proton torpedoes because they're the ones that might explode.
They're only going to explode if a despair happens. Threat won't set them off because they're packed so they don't blow up. That's kind of a thing they do on aircraft carriers. They can actually drop bombs all the time, and it just makes people cringe and chip teeth.
Yeah, you have to activate them.
So go ahead and give me a piloting check. It's going to have 2 blacks, so if you have something that takes out black dice, let me know. Or if it's already in your piloting check, it should automatically withdraw it.
Okay, I'll grab 1.
So you guys are grabbing the torpedoes?
Yeah, that's the one I care about.
Okay. Like a champ, you're taking some stress when you're hearing it go ka-ting ting, ka-ting ting, but you're just like, I got this. If I grab it, it's not going to blow up. If it blows up, it's your fault. Okay. So you've got 1 photon torpedo crate on connected onto you. Who's grabbing the next one?
I can.
Go ahead.
Do we want the med one?
Sure. It doesn't really matter at this point.
Okay, I'll just grab the med one.
See, this is so Sobek knows he himself has torpedoes. Regardless of where the Quiet Storm goes, he's got torpedoes.
All right.
Yep.
In case you have to go in 2 different directions.
Alright, and this is piloting, so.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Ready.
Go for it. So you easily just slide on in and tink, showing the guys how to do it. It's because you got those maneuvering thrusters. Makes life so much easier.
So nice, man.
Your Y-wing dances. Okay, so who's going for the 3rd one?
Oh.
Or are you just going to let the Quiet Storm pick up the rest?
Just let the storm pick up the rest.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I fly patrol around where they come in.
You're a doctor, not a pilot. Leave it to the big ship.
Yeah.
Let's pick up the prisoner.
Well, yeah, the Quiet Storm will tractor beam the disabled TIE fighter.
Oh, so then we do need to take 1 more cargo then. Because they're taking the TIE, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'll grab, I guess, the other torpedo then.
Okay, go ahead and make your piloting check.
All right. Get to the right page here. There we go. And not medicine, piloting. There we go.
Yay.
Oh, look at that. Like a champ.
It's because you're being so surgically careful. Sorry, I'm typing in what you guys looted.
Nice. And then we plot and get the hell out of Dodge. And nobody's the wiser.
And the fact that you guys have a cargo container full of good food stuff from the Empire.
Right? Food
Well,
supplies,
it's
shit ton of
food. We don't know
meds.
if it's good food until after we open it up.
Right? Hey, could be a personal cargo food supply, and it's got some Corellian whiskey and some other
Corellian whiskey. Nobody got into the supply crate that was full of who knows what, including possibly one of the Moff's secret relics.
Right?
Dun 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 dun. Unfortunately, the rest of that stuff is all smeared across an asteroid. And only the sole survivor that you have captured knows the truth of what happened to it.
Hey, it's not our fault. It's really not.
What do you mean? I destroyed it. That's what happened to it. It's going on my marks.
So
Your combat computer claims no confirmation on that kill.
So 16 photons, that'll last us for a mission or two.
Yep, a weapons cargo crate, a med crate, a food crate, and another med crate. So, needless to say, your hauler, it now could be a flying freaking hospital.
Yeah.
Yo, Quinn, we got you a hospital.
Hey.
Now you just need to get some nurses.
Right?
Okay, so where do you guys plan to head from here with this jump as you seeing the Quiet Storm connect that TIE fighter to one of its clamps? And they're like, shall we head back to Gray Wake, as they're calling that mud planet that's got this beautiful gray clay everywhere? And
yeah, sure.
Bubbling mud pits everywhere. Supposedly,
that sounds like a good enough rendezvous to me.
Supposedly, they're saying it's got great medicinal purposes.
There you go.
It's yet to be compromised because it has no even bacteria growing on the planet yet. I'm pretty sure your waste disposal units have now flooded the planet with some kind of bacteria.
Yeah, no, that works.
One of your teammates spitting on the ground has introduced life to the planet for the first time. A monster of your own making will happen. Okay,
Nice.
so you guys turn, you put in your coordinates. You guys have your coordinates set. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys make the roll anyway because it gives me excuse to burn a dark side. Mainly because, hey, you made sure to grab a cargo container for yourselves. So
we're making piloting rolls?
Yep, somebody give me an astrogation. I'm giving you a free upgrade since you guys go there all the time.
I'll reduce the difficulty and give a boost to Riggs.
Okay, so it's only one purple, so.
Okay, ready.
Okay, go for it. So needless to say, you rolled it like a champ. You spin the coordinates into everybody's systems. You even give it to the Quiet Storm, and all of you guys go pop, 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 pop. You of course, already had Kay there with Sparky. So you guys are all in orbit, and you're all coming to land into the planet together as one group.
Yay!
You've got your new transport, which of course Pappy's quite happy with you guys, grabbing a new vehicle because, hey, we have a new vehicle. It needs more guns. It does not have enough guns.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't even have enough guns for civilian transport.
Nope, but it does have 5 hard points.
It's almost like it was built to have a bunch of guns added to it.
Yep.
Okay, and you guys land, and yes, you guys get duty. Lots and lots of duty.
Actually, can I, once we land, can I go over to the Quiet Storm and see if I can make a leadership check to start breaking in the prisoner? Just be all like, hey man, sorry about that back there, but we had to.
I can't
try to
believe
use
they left
non-lethal
you.
force. Yeah, I can't believe they left you. We used as much non-lethal force we could. I mean, I'm glad that they left you in the end because they got smeared on that asteroid. But like,
Okay, go ahead and give me your leadership role as he's like, "You killed my friends, you bastard." That's that dark side point.
And he's just a lowly drone, man.
He didn't kill any of them. He was just shooting ions.
You know what?
That was me.
You've waited till the crew of the Quiet Storm beat him up a little to start breaking him down.
All right. Did you get my destiny point in there?
Yes, I did.
Okay, here we go.
Wow. A complete wash. So needless to say, the episode wraps up with you walking out, not being able to break this guy because he just keeps cussing at you, calling you rebel filth, rebel scum. You know, you walked in with gray mud on your boots and he commented about that. That looks just like the rebel filth that you are. You murdering bastards. We were bringing vital medical supplies. You
He's just a lowly
pirates.
pilot drone, so.
To make myself feel better, I text my new pal. I go, "Hey Kez, how's it going?"
And he's like, you know, you should, when you come back this way, we got to get another drink.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And you guys need to think of a name for your new ship because you know you guys claimed it, so it's yours to name.
Yeah. We'll work on that.
Yeah, we can chat about that in the Facebook chat if we want. Brainstorm ideas till next session.
And you guys get 15 experience. Oh, who we kidding? 20 experience.
Yes!
You more than
That was
succeeded.
That was pretty flawless.
Yeah, and you get more than succeeded.
And
Yeah,
how much duty do we get?
pretty damn smooth. So what about obligation?
When it comes to resource acquisition, we certainly acquired some resources.
Yep. So you guys with duty, all of your duty do go up 5 because you pretty much filled everyone's duty.
I was going to say rescue, recovery, evac. I mean,
yeah,
medical supply recovery. So.
Duty.
So you each get 5 duty added to your duty.
You said duty.
I said duty. I mean, Kay even chewed the heck out of his duties.
Oh yeah.
Haven't got any recruiting yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right, and then.
Okay, so wait a second. Is that the same as getting additional XP?
XP is different than duty. Duty is on the first tab of your character sheet. If you scroll down on character info, you've got the duty for your spy is the wet working and the legend crafting. So the 5 you have for legend crafting is now 10 because you were working on your covers. Because you've now used your cipher slicing abilities to well establish your cover identities.
Okay, I think I might have gotten some earlier and not added it.
Yep, you should be at 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that last time when you got into the mining facility, you got 5 for that too.
Yeah.
And resource acquisition should be at 10, correct?
No, you should be at 15 now. Because when you got the cargo, when you got the fuel, that was you got +5 for that too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but I didn't have any to start with, I don't think.
Oh, if you were at 0, then yeah, you would be at 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So does that mean I'm at 10 as well?
Let's see what you're currently at.
It says 0, I think. Maybe.
So that means you're at 10 too, because you spent your duty to get extra experience. Which is a good investment. At character creation, that's one of the best investments is burning your obligation and duty for cash or experience. And
yeah, no, I used it on cash like I buy my big gun.
Because that's the only way you get more than basically a holdout pistol for most characters is you gotta owe somebody for your gun.
Okay.
Yeah, the duty. What ends up happening with the duty is you spend that to get equipment or resources from.
Yeah.
The rebel
equipment, resources.
I mean, who are we kidding at this
ranks.
point? We're their biggest suppliers.
Hey, I mean, you've officially, able to put a freaking floating hospital at work.
Yeah.
And you have a medic that could basically tell enough people to basically fumble their way through medicine.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's almost like your next mission may be an emergency blaring and being told that you need to escort your new medical facility craft to a rescue mission.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
Having to cover the craft to land, load up, and then escape an assault. Because that sounds like your next mission. Because now that you've acquired a resource, I have to endanger it. Enter
Well,
TIE
course.
bombers.
I don't know.
Okay, so that is a good place to wrap it up there. And you guys were freaking rock stars tonight. The dice loved you.
Way too smooth.
The dice loved you so much, you got a bunch of things, and now the dice will taketh away.
Right. Now what to do with the 20 experience?
So should I buy dedication, or stuff to make me harder, or stuff to make me harder to be shot?
Dedication is never bad.
20 was exactly what I needed to hit my dedication. I'm thinking I'm gonna put it into my brawn so that I can carry my gun without a strap.
Or you could always buy the heavy class that reduces cumbersome. Just saying. If you want to carry a big gun, take heavy, get to, I think it's Burley.
He already has like 2 or 3 careers. So
I'm trying to get him to spend all of his points. Buy 15 careers. You want them all.
Yeah, I already have 2.
Does anybody in the party really have a lot of brawn?
No.
Okay, I'll take it so that I can sort of be the muscle.
In case someone has to do manual repairs inside the Y-Wing.
Yeah, plus it also gives me more soak so that I can, not die so much.
That's kind of important when you're jumping out there to start fighting on the ground.
Yeah. Gives me extra soak, gives me extra wound. Brawn is good stat.
Brawn is a good thing. Agility is better.
Yes, but I already have a 3 in agility, so I'm just trying to round myself out a bit.
It's good to have balance.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys.
Shit ton of leadership.
So that's a good time to call it.
Dedication. Do I want to go to 5 agility?
Dude, honestly, with your skills, I mean, it helps for your gunnery, right?
Pilot and shooting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's useful for 2 of your top 2 skills. Just saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to stand roll 20 for a sec so I can actually go through and make sure that I got all the stuff that I have on my character sheet in roll 20 as well.
Yeah. You can stay there as long as you want. You can come in anytime you want.
All right. I'm going to be heading off, guys.
All right.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Later.
Laters.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Later.